Have you ever met a man who doesn't say much, but somehow his presence says everything? He's not the type to flood you with words. He might not be overly romantic, and sometimes you even wonder, does he feel as deeply as I do? But here's the truth. Men often love in silence. Their hearts don't always speak in words. They speak in energy, in loyalty, in action. When a man loves deeply, he may never say, "I love you" 1,000 times, but if you pay attention, his soul will whisper it in 100 different ways. Today, we're uncovering 10 silent ways men show deep love. And by the end of this video, you'll understand love in a way most women never do. So, let's begin. Sign number 1. He finds peace in your presence. When a man truly loves you, your presence becomes his calm. You don't have to entertain him. You don't have to talk endlessly. Just being beside you, even in silence, grounds him. You'll notice he lingers after a conversation ends. He stays even when he could have left. He looks at you like he's home. Psychologists call this emotional regulation, when a man's nervous system literally relaxes around the woman he loves. You don't drain him, you soothe him. You become his safe space in a world that often demands he be strong. And when a man finds peace in you, that's when he stops looking elsewhere. Sign number 2. He watches you with awareness, not possession. Have you ever felt his eyes on you? Not in a way that makes you uncomfortable, but in a way that makes you feel seen. When a man is deeply in love, his gaze changes. He watches not to control, but to understand. He's not studying your appearance, he's admiring your essence. He notices how your face lights up when you talk about something you love, how you tuck your hair behind your ear when you're shy, how your tone softens when you care. He's memorizing your details, not because he's obsessed, but because your energy fascinates him. That's not possession, that's presence. And when a man truly sees you, not just looks at you, you've touched something sacred in his heart. Sign number 3. He prioritizes your comfort without being asked. Real love speaks through the smallest gestures. He offers his jacket before you even say you're cold. He adjusts the car temperature when you sigh softly. He waits for you to start eating before he does. He makes sure you get home safely every single time. He doesn't do it for praise. He doesn't post it online. He does it because your comfort matters to him. Men who love deeply show it in protective instincts. Subtle, consistent, unspoken. That's not obligation. It's devotion. It's his way of saying, I see you. I care for you. I've got you. Sign number 4. He opens up through actions, not words. Ladies, not all men express love through emotional words. Some show it through trust. Quiet, steady trust. He lets you into his private world, his favorite spots, his routines, his dreams. He starts to show you his unpolished sides. The tired version, the stressed version, the silent version. That's vulnerability for a man. That's him saying, you're the one I don't have to pretend with. When he feels safe enough to be imperfect around you, he's not just sharing his life. He's sharing his heart. And that's something not every woman gets to see. Sign number 5. He protects your heart, not just your body. A man who loves deeply doesn't just protect your physical safety, he protects your peace. He's careful with his words. He avoids saying things that would cut too deeply. Even in anger, he controls himself, because love to him isn't dominance. It's harmony. He defends you when you're not there. He speaks about you with pride, not arrogance. He makes sure you never question your worth in his presence. That's emotional security, the kind that makes a woman feel safe to bloom. Because real love doesn't control your heart, it guards it gently. Sign number 6. He adapts without losing himself. When a man loves truly, you'll notice growth. Not because you demanded it, but because your presence inspires it. He starts being more thoughtful. He listens differently. He shows up, not just physically, but emotionally. He becomes softer, but not weaker, more consistent, but not predictable. This is what psychologists call adaptive bonding. His mind starts associating you with becoming his best self. When he improves not to impress, but to align, that's how you know his love runs deep. He's not changing who he is, he's becoming who he wants to be, because of you. Sign number 7, he's quietly proud to have you. He might not say it often, but when you walk beside him, you'll feel it. He introduces you with pride, not possession. He talks about you in conversation, not to brag, but because you're naturally in his thoughts. He looks at you like he's still wondering how he got so lucky. That's quiet pride, humble, sincere, and full of gratitude. Real love doesn't need to announce itself, it simply radiates. And when a man carries your name with quiet honor, that's his soul saying, "You matter more than words could ever express." Sign number 8, he listens differently. A man in love doesn't just hear, he listens. He remembers the little things you say in passing, your favorite dessert, that book you loved as a child, the name of your best friend from school. Weeks later, he'll bring up something you barely remember saying, and that's when it hits you. He was paying attention. Listening is a love language, and when a man listens with intention, it's his silent way of saying, "What matters to you matters to me." Sign number 9, he's consistent, even when it's quiet. Consistency is one of the rarest forms of love. He doesn't chase one day and vanish the next. He doesn't play games or create confusion. He stays steady, even in silence. He shows up when it's inconvenient. He supports you without asking for credit. He's there, not loudly but reliably. Real love doesn't rush. It doesn't crave constant attention. It's found in those quiet moments when you realize he's still there, even when words aren't. Because men who love deeply don't need to make noise to prove it. Their presence is the proof. Sign number 10, his energy speaks when his words don't. Sometimes the most powerful sign of a man's love is something you can't explain, you can only feel. You feel it in how calm your soul becomes when he's near. You feel it in how he looks at you when you're not watching. You feel it in the unspoken connection, the kind that doesn't need validation. That's energetic love, the silent spiritual thread between two people. It's not loud, it's not performative, it's real. And when you feel that peace, that unexplainable safety, you'll know you've found a man whose love speaks in ways the world can't see. Final thought. Ladies, remember this. Men may not always say, "I love you," in the way you expect. But the truth is, love doesn't always live in words. Sometimes it lives in the way he shows up, the way he listens, the way he protects, and the way he stays, long after everyone else has left. So, if you've found a man who loves you quietly, who doesn't need the spotlight to prove it, cherish that, because silent love is sacred love. It's the kind that doesn't fade. It's the kind that doesn't need to perform. It's the kind that stays, even in silence. And that, my dear, is the kind of love that every woman deserves.